Hello and welcome to the Temple of Tomes with your host, Indie Comics Jones. Today is October 3rd, 2021. This is episode 430. Today we're looking at Becstar. This is the fifth issue and the final in the arc. Comes out from Mad Cave and comes in at a whopping $3.99. It's for mature audiences. And this is our hero Becstar here. And this is Anissa here, who is transforming continually because she has the gauntlet of creation. And this is Mordecai back here. He is the evil one that's trying to acquire all four artifacts. So we got our bisexual lighting going on here. I do like the story on this. I do like the writing. I'm not crazy about the art. Now the cover here is different. I believe this is a different artist that did the interiors here, but I like this a little bit better than I like the interiors, and I think that's what really kind of holds this book back from being really something super special. But I think it's pretty good. I think it's got a good story going on. Let's take a quick look to see who worked on this. Like I say, this is the final issue in the arc. There will be another arc coming up. It has been renewed from my understanding. The writer on this is Joe Corolla, and you might have heard him on Thinking Critical and a number of other shows. I think he talks to Perch quite a bit. Comics by Perch. Just a really nice guy to listen to. He's got a lot of insight. He's also very funny, very humorous, and that comes out a little bit in his storytelling as well. The artist is Lorenzo Colangeli. Sweeney Boo is the cover artist. Let's take a quick look at that again. And you can see the difference between Becstar and Becstar. There you go. Quite a bit different. The letterer is Jomet Gill, and Chris Fernandez is the editor on this. So if you recall, Becstar is trying to get to her friend Anissa, who there was four of them together: Mordecai, Anissa, Becstar, and another person I can't remember, who he's had his artifacts taken but from Mordecai. Mordecai is trying to acquire all four artifacts and control the world, basically. The one artifact that Becstar has is the Lucky Dagger that seems to get her out of trouble whenever necessary. There's also a Clairvoyant Rod. I think it's an Amulet of Destruction, and then the Gauntlet of Creation. Something like that. The amulet, I'm not so quite remember exactly what that was for, but something like that. It was either time travel or destruction or something. So Mordecai has pretty much closed in on the four friends here, as you can see here. This is like a couple of like Anissa's doppelgangers or something from different periods of time, and Sally, that's Becstar's friend that's been around since she broke up with her original gang of mercenaries, which included Mordecai up here. Here's your Mordecai. So they're cornered. She uses her Lucky Dagger, and they're pretty much able to walk free of the incident that is going on, because Mordecai wants to show her that he's already acquired the Gauntlet of creation, so he has all the power now, according to him. However, his own amulet starts to shine brightly, and what we see here is things start going bad for Mordecai. Behind his back, a creature starts to assemble itself, I should say, and breaks Mordecai's neck just like that. Now, this is part of the other two Anissas that are back here. They can't believe what's going on. They don't understand this. Anissa keeps seeming to recreating herself in a way with this gauntlet. So it's always kind of evolving, and it's becoming less and less human with each generation. And it takes the two parts of Anissa and actually kind of melts them down into some kind of weird grid. Becstar and Sally try their best to hold them off. They're unable. And then Sally gets caged in this kind of, I don't know what kind of mechanism Anissa's using, she creates a cage around her. In the meantime, she also creates some fierce monster types to come attack. She's offered Becstar to go free if she wishes, but Becstar is going to stay with her friend Sally. And she's able to use the dagger one last time, which, unbeknownst to Anissa, her own gauntlet glove has created another Anissa, and which takes down that Anissa and relieving her of the glove. As you can see, the monsters are starting to eat that Anissa, and you can see she kind of loses it completely. And the gauntlet glove falls in with the destruction amulet. It looks like Mordecai somehow has taken it from her, from the new Anissa. So he must have been resurrected somehow, and then he dissolves. So just all this crazy stuff's happening. The whole world's starting to implode on itself. They're able to find an escape pod in time and get out of there, and they talk about needing a new ship. And Becstar apologizes for Sally for putting it through all this. Sally says she's going to stay put with her, and they zoom off. In the meantime, you can see the whole palace or whatever dissolving away, but something picks up the lucky dagger at the end here. So I don't know what's to come of that, but Becstar is on her way for safety. And nice ending. Just a really, really nice job on that. Now we've got the completed compendium of the first 5 issues here coming out in November. The Becstar collected edition, as they're calling it. This is a trade paperback. And then we get a preview of Wolvenheart. We've talked about this before. It looks kind of interesting. However, the preview is only 3 pages, and it doesn't give you too much insight about what the premise of the whole thing is. Looks like it has to do with monsters and Helsling. But the full issue comes out this month. And there we see a picture of one Anissa melting away in the bag. So this is a recommend. I don't have my seal with me, but it would go, let's say I'd put it right about here if I did have it on me. So this does get the good excavating seal of approval, given out only by Indie Comics Jones on this channel. We'll accept no substitutes. Please please share if you can, and leave comments if you wish. I really thank you for coming by and watching this review. This is Indie Comics Jones from the Temple of Tomes. I got more stuff to do, so yeah, there'll be more reviews. All right. So come on back. This is Indie Comics Jones bidding you adieu.